gift what Jeremy, Brittany, Brittany, of course, along with Jeremy as well, have created here. Absolutely incredible. Rob Gill is coming in the water. We got Kayla coming in the water over here.
I'm not. No, you can get that off of me. I'm just sitting here.
Okay. So Rob.
Yes.
I
can't see anything.
I know you're not supposed to see anything. I can't see anything. I do this all the time. So why do you need to see to talk into a computer?
I don't know. It's just something we got to figure out. It's a new experience.
It's a new experience. This is what I do every day.
God bless you.
Why do you have to see the people you're talking to?
I don't know. It's like a control thing. You know what I mean? I don't know.
So Rob
operating on like 3 hours sleep.
Yeah, I had a lot more. You had a lot more sleep than I did. That's for sure. Because Rob overslept and missed our meeting this morning. Did you not?
I missed our meeting.
Love you.
I missed our 5:30.
Because we had a 3 a.m. debrief.
Yes, we did.
It was like circa Date with Destiny 20. Why would you give me the oof?
It was a good one. It was a different debrief this time.
Yeah, but like there's no leaving until the points are made. Is that true?
The points were made. And then, so right, Adam? I see Adam's name.
Adam, yeah, what's up, Adam? What do you got?
Yeah, no, I was just laughing at the fact that it's something you do all the time, Sean, and also that Rob overslept the meeting. And coming right off of that video, I was actually in tears once again last night and hearing, Tim Ballard speaking to the impact that he caused yesterday.
To put that into context, what is there for you? Like, what is there for you about it?
The fact that this man who has traveled the planet go ahead.
So it's an unbelievable cause. It is like the cause. It's the cause. It's the cause of causes, right? I mean, how could there be a more impactful, powerful, emotionally driven, horrific, and horrifying cause, perhaps other than the rehabilitation of these amazing folks that Operation Underground Railroad is moving into? So it is unbelievable, gut-wrenching, heart-wrenching. We had the privilege and honor of watching the movie made about it, Sound to Freedom, in a room of remarkable people like yourselves here on Buck Island, and then sitting with Tim Ballard, who the movie was made about, and then about the movie and what it felt like for him. Like to be in a room of, 16 people?
Yes.
That were in that room watching that and then debriefing with the guy that a movie was made about, saving children from horror. Like, so that happened, right? Tell us, Adam, like what was there for you and the value that could be added, because who cares about what it felt like for us? Because that really doesn't matter very much. And that's not the point of the story. Part of the point of the story is how do you end up in a room like that? But when you end up in a room like that, if all you're ending up in a room like that is to have a video and say a nice word.
And write a check.
And to write a check, right? Well, even write a check's a good thing now, right? But go ahead, Rob, say it.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think it's not just about, and writing a check is a great thing.
Because you can't see people doesn't mean you need to be closer. So they can hear you.
This is so romantic watching the two of you.
Yes.
No, but listen, to Sean's point, that it was, watching the movie and really drawing on your heart. And it's not just about writing a check, although writing a check is a good thing. I think what the real message is, how do you deliver this message? Is there a platform to deliver this message in a more efficient way than let's say like a huge birthday party or at on stage at events, which has been phenomenal.
What do you do between those?
How do you do it every day? And I think that's the realization of the debrief that we had last night on how to utilize the Real Raw as a platform to daily bring in $1, $10, $100, $20, whatever the case may be, but on a daily, consistent basis.
And by the way, Kirk Adams.
And that's what I took.
Kirk Adams is not feeling this way today, I'm sure, because he's Kirk Adams. But any degree to which Kirk Adams would be feeling the Rob, wait a minute, am I getting left behind? Is Kirk Adams ever going to be left behind?
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
And AFB.
Like that was mentioned a lot last night, AFB.
Yeah. So.
All over the place.
Yeah, say that one more time.
AFB was mentioned all over the place, nonstop.
Yeah. But what I am going to have some fun with is doing to Kirk and AFB what I did to Rob Gill all the time, which is making sure we create a little competitive dynamic of who's like creating better Real Raws, like the AFB or Operation Underground Railroad. Don't think I'm not creating that integrous Coach Slazak like competition.
Yeah, I think we have a new shirt called Skatomas all over the place. We're going to come out with Skatomas all over the place.
Who's there laughing? Who's that?
It was on the screen.
Oh,
I think it was Adam.
Adam. So AG, please.
Yeah.
Drop it.
No, it's Bella.
That was Bella. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
it's Bella.
so
What's
awesome.
up, Bella?
Hello. You guys look so romantic in the pool together.
Yes. Rob, ask Paul Crisco how much Rob Bill stores them. That's what I want to hear about today. Because Paulie's
He can tell you.
You know what's happening?
When he comes, he's coming over right now. He's coming over
Paul
right now.
Crisco, by the way.
That's my roommate.
Right. Paul Crisco is coming out of his like, I'm the new guy in the block shell, and he's unleashing some of like his like double-digit home run hitting, Division I college recruiting. $290 billion transaction creating this.
Nice.
So what's it like to sleep with Rob Gill, Paul?
No human being.
That's my wife said.
His alarm goes off this morning because he's got a call with Sean, and his phone is across the room. So the alarm's
On purpose, so I get out of bed.
the alarm's going off for 5 minutes until he gets up to turn it off, and then he makes his way back to the bed, and his body hasn't touched the bed yet, and he's snoring again. And a human being fall back to
Let's
sleep.
hear it for Rob Gill.
That quickly.
Rob Gill.
And obviously he didn't get up to make the call with Sean.
No, missed the call.
And so, by the way, Paul, Rob, Nicole, Kayla, Gina, Bella, Diana, Andres, Tiffany Armstrong, of course, Fernando and Adam, right? Hala. Like, this is what it looks like. You're like, why do we have to hear these jokes all the time? Somebody said that to me one time. Other people say they love it because we're showing you what team building looks like. We're showing you what it looks like to have a family. People willing to do this.
Fun,
love, connection, hard work, integration, the push, pull, challenge. Who's that? Sit there?
That's
Hal, sit over there. Don't be jumping out of camera now. Come on now.
She can't say it though.
Because this is chosen family.
This is my chosen family, of course.
Yeah, and we love you. Why you can't? Tink and Kayla, I don't know what you punks are doing over there, but like that's your call. And Fernando with his nice new hair, I know where he is.
Fernando's coming down.
All right.
There he is.
He's coming down the steps.
So listen, it's the galvanization of these things that we all then come together to build team and to cause acceleration. That's what's happening. Paul, you agree, brother?
Yeah, and look, in Rob's defense, he turned the alarm off because what time were you guys up till last night?
3 o'clock.
Right?
Yep.
Collaborating, working together.
Energy
as a team.
shifting.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's Fernando.
I don't recognize you peripherally because your hair's not all over the place. So yes, I'm like,
It's under a hat now,
I'm
too.
like, that must be like, Jeremy or somebody coming over. Yes, you look like a Green Beret now.
I do.
Right. So it's amazing. Rob, and by the way, like, what a privilege. Like, there's the gentleman named Rob that's a coach in faith. He's coaching people up about God and faith, 50 feet away.
Yeah.
It's a crazy place. These things are happening. So Adam, yes, what do you got?
So what was extraordinary in that moment was that I was also expecting the possibility of you donating money, and to the adding of value in that, the speaking into the teaching of sitting with a man, like you mentioned, heroic, superhuman. If there has ever been a superhero on our stage, it is Tim. If there's ever been one, right? And you had him there, and in that moment, instead of spending the time focused on just edification or you gave him exactly what he wanted. And when he said he needed his team to hear the message that you gave, and not only did you give the message to speak into the listening of the pain and suffering, but you also gave the solution by what you offered. You didn't ask him to say yes, and he literally didn't let you finish speaking before he said, yes, I would love the support and I would love the training and teaching that you are providing. And it brought me to tears, like twice now, hearing it again.
Yeah. And by the way, we're not done writing checks yet. So there's more checks to be written before I go home. Check writing.
I figured there was going to be one. I just was waiting. And the timing, like you said, was for what you did was perfect. So I'm looking forward to the check as well.
Check's not done. So listen. So Rob, why are you laughing, Rob Gill?
I'm just having fun.
Okay. We said check writing's not done yet. Check.
Not done?
check
Check,
writing's
my
not
brother
done
knows
yet.
how to write checks.
Check writing's not done
He
yet.
can't wait to write a check.
Yes, check writing is not done
He
yet.
can't wait to write a check.
Check writing's not done yet, but more importantly,
Make the check payable to Unblinded. Go ahead.
check writing. No, we're writing checks.
Yeah.
So from the Caligari Christian Foundation, based upon faith and rebranding, that Christianity is not a religion of exclusion. It's not a religion of judgment, and that's my final word on that, real quickly. So
AG's in the house.
AG's in the building.
You're right.
So listen, guys, what we're gonna do today. What time is it, Tink? All right, here's what we're gonna do. Right, we're gonna get on Clubhouse, but everybody here, we're inviting you over. We're gonna have Tim Ballard, right? Frando, we got everything lined up. AG. Yep. Deletion, dilution, distortion has been present. So we're gonna have Tim. We're gonna have Tiffany. We're gonna have a Green Beret, who is Brittany, like an active military Green Beret, who is, you want to talk about a hero, who's getting ready to go on a mission that happened because of the co-creation ecosystem merger last night. We're not going to speak into the details of that, but that was being created in the space we're in last night. Money was being raised, missions were being created to save children with the people who could raise money, the people who can organize a room so money could be raised, people who can organize people to go on missions to save children, people who, like Brittany, who created amazing software to distribute resources across the world. All those things were being created, as was the reality that people are only going to do stuff if there's something in it for them. And how do we put stuff in it for them? All of those things were present in truth. And it was a blessing and a privilege. And how, Paul, the value you're adding, because Paul, you're seeing into value exchange. Yes. So was it resonating with you last night when we were speaking about people need a value to show up?
Yeah.
Was that landing?
Yeah. And you talk about the Green Berets, those, Tim, Jeremy, the things these guys are doing are absolutely incredible. And they're so humble and full of humility that to them, it's like you and me going into the office.
Yeah.
And I don't want to speak into it because I know they're working out plans, but maybe at a future date we can kind of share what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, ridiculous.
Unbelievable. And Hala, where you've lived in other places around the world.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've seen extraordinary things.
Yeah.
And challenges. Watching Sounds of Freedom, the movie about Tim Ballard, Operation Underground Railroad, watching Sounds of Freedom, what was there for you last night, Helen?
What was present for me is the unbelievable level of commitment and dedication. And I mean, every second, these people, their lives were in danger. Every single second. And what an act of selflessness and love that they go to save another human being. And you can't help it when you are in the presence of that, when you're in the presence of greatness. We walked out, Paul and I, last night, and we're like, okay, how do we get to that level? And for me, it's such great value because it is a gift for me to go and reflect and say, how do I give, and how do I, because it's just pure greatness.
Yeah. Can I help you?
Around. Yeah.
You know how you do it? Because I'm committed to anybody that wants to bring 20 people to this island and be a leader, a group coach, a person unlocking money, time, and magic. Because all we're talking about last night is magic. Contribution, impact, love. What I'm standing for is, if you want that, it's completely available. But it begins with having people on Clubhouse. And that sounds like, what? Well, yeah, because this wasn't an accident that we ended up, all of us, on this island. And Rob Gill, you watched every minute of this. Nicole Maiola watched every minute of this grow up. And when I say it's about getting people on Clubhouse, am I kidding?
Absolutely not.
Because no practice mastery, no you and I, no me going to Clickster's innovation sessions, me not finding ways to add value to Tony Robbins' world, me not finding ways to add value in every room that I walked into, perfectly and perfectly, none of this happens. And when you want to delete, dilute, and distort and say, well, I don't need to go to Clubhouse, I don't need to listen to this, I don't need to listen to this message, well, then you tell me your plan.
Yeah, I would go to Clubhouse and invite people and then create a real role off of that.
Yeah.
Everything
Right.
requires
And then do that all the
awareness,
time.
right?
Yeah.
It's a feeder
Yeah.
system.
And it requires awareness and it requires people.
Right.
And
And
if you,
trust.
Go ahead, Paul. Yeah, say it.
It requires trust. Like, how many times have you heard over the last couple of days people say, and I think the message is, don't try and look too deep into this. How many times have you heard over the last couple of days someone say, I don't know why I'm here, but I know I'm supposed to be here.
That's right.
Right? So there's a lot of trust involved in that. You're supposed to be here. You're in the right place. And don't look too deep for answers before getting there.
Yep.
Just show up.
Embracing uncertainty.
Paulie C dropping in, unleashing, love it. Listen, love you guys. We're going to Clubhouse for the most extraordinary Clubhouse morning we've had yet, and we're gonna go out to Pride by U2 in the name of love. Let's go. Love you guys. We'll see you in a minute, and bring people with you that you're gonna co-create and build with, because this is attainable. Because I'm just a blind guy that failed high school freshman geometry. Paul, C, and I were 6 years old in Richfield Park, New Jersey, and we weren't thinking about private islands.
I'm going to share the picture.
Yeah, Paul's gonna share the picture, and we weren't thinking about private islands.
No,
When we were
this
like,
is a long way from Richfield Park.
a long way from Richfield Park, brother, and a long way from Jersey City. Let's go. It's all attainable. Let's go. Love you guys.